Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah and in today's video we are going to my festival eventually. Technically today is Sunday, so I have a few more days before I actually leave. We're leaving on Wednesday, but I wanted to take you all along and properly vlog this festival. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to commit all the way through though, because I am so embarrassed filming in public. I probably shouldn't be as nervous as I am, but I usually film in private pretty much 99% of the time, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. First things first, I have to put all of my plushies, those guys too and those guys, they need to all go back in their bins, and I'm gonna put them in their bins in an order that makes a lot more sense this time. I took them all out for multiple reasons, but mainly because the way I packed them was just gonna be very tedious to restock in my festival. So we're going to get all of these lovely cuties in their proper bins. But here are the 3 raccoons I ended up making. I am probably not going to make any more of those, but we'll see. I think 3 is probably plenty. I'm going to go ahead and start stacking these back in their bins. I need to get them ready to go. And then I also need to enter everything into Square, which I talked about in my last video a little bit. Anyways, let's get this all stashed away and then we will work on some other things. Really, the only thing I really have to do is the Square thing, put these guys away, and finish my giant willow. If I can finish those things, I'll be home free. I also need to decide on some things I want to work on at the festival because there'll be a few hours every day of downtime, specifically in the morning. So I want to crochet a little bit, get some of the nerves out, you know? So I gotta figure out that too, so we'll plan that together. First things first, sorry, I'm rambling here. Let's put everything away. A couple days ago, somebody ordered this possum from my eBay shop, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up. I decided to not do a freebie, but instead do a free baby possum to go along with the big one. I feel like it fits the theme, so hopefully the person who purchased this likes both of them. Thank you so much for your order if you're watching. I appreciate it. It has been a hot minute since I have had an order, so I am very excited. Let's go ahead and get this packed up because I do have to leave pretty quickly here and I want to take this with me. So let's do this. I'm back from the post office. I just shipped out that, wow. I just shipped out that package, that possum, so it's good to go. And I want to show you something I've been working on starting yesterday. Remember how I showed you these jellyfish? That was a long time ago. But I finally finished the two that I had. They were technically finished, but they needed eyes, so I officially finished them and gave them eyes. And then yesterday I spent my time working on some more. So I have another shade of pink here and 2 shades of blue. I decided to play around with the expressions a little bit on these guys, and I think they're all really cute. So I'm actually working on more as well. I finished all the tentacles for some purple ones I'm going to work on. So I have a darker purple and then a lighter one. When I finish those purple ones, I plan on making some green ones, and that's probably going to be it. I don't know. We'll see how many I can get finished. These guys are baby safe, which is perfect. I've noticed that all different ages, they all love these jellyfish, so I wanted to make sure they were safe for all ages. And I think they're turning out super cute with the embroidered eyes. That is what I've been working on. I've also been working on my giant green dragon. I keep talking about this and I always forget to bring it up here to show it to you all, but I'm nearly finished making almost all the pieces. I just have to make the horns and then I can sew it all together and then get all the details on there. So still got quite a bit of work left to do with that one. So I'm going to set these jellyfish aside. I'm going to bring them with me, but I'll set them aside for a bit while I work on that giant dragon while I'm still here. Essentially, this has been my car projects because we've been leaving the house quite a bit the last couple days. So I've been working on them mostly while we were traveling around because it's not too much of an issue to bring them with me, but anyways, that is my update. I also have not finished putting all my plushies back in bins. I wanted to finish yesterday, but I've been stuck kind of thinking about how I want to sort them because last year it was chaos trying to get everything onto the table. We'll see. That is all I have for you for now. I will check in with you in a little bit, hopefully when all the plushies are in their bins. We are back in the chaos. That is the mess that I made many days ago. And I need to get this situation mended right now. Today is Tuesday, which means we are leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We're leaving 11-ish, somewhere, 10:30-ish. So everything needs to be packed and ready to go. We're gonna attempt to pack the car tonight with mostly everything. And it's gonna be a lot. I need to just get this finished, honestly. But yesterday I finished 2 more jellyfish. These cuties are right here. And I have 2 more left to make, of course, but they just need the cap part. So I finished the underside and the tentacle pieces. I also have my 2 T-Rexes here, which they are not perfect by any means, but I'm still going to have them available for anyone who wants them. They're definitely unique. And then of course I have this bee here that's gonna go and be sold because I need to rework that pattern anyways. And over here, more chaos. I started loading the bins a few days ago and I actually think I'm gonna switch things up again. I've only loaded 2.5, so this shouldn't be too big of an issue, but I'm thinking what I need to do is create day 1 bags and then extra bags. And hopefully that will contain the chaos for day 1 because day 1's the hardest. There's so much stuff and not all of it goes on the table. I've had a couple questions. I would say a percentage of this actually ends up on the table day 1. And as things start to kind of sell and we start having some empty space, we fill it up with other things, but not everything will be out, which is kind of unfortunate because especially with these giant plushies here, they're all different. I only have 2 8-foot tables and a grid wall for the snugglers, so there's only so many things I can put up on day 1. Day 2, hopefully most, if not everything, will be up except for stuff in this bin over here because that is my smaller makes. So those, who knows how quickly those will sell. Let's get situated. Let's do that. Stop talking and let's just get this done. Everything is empty. I left the door open for like 10 minutes, and here's Ozzy. And here's Lucy. She's a bad cat. But she's so cute. Anyways, here's all my stuff ready to go for the most part. I have a bin here with clearance stuff in it, plus my tablecloths. They need to be washed, but I don't know if I have time for that. And here's kind of the mess of my desk. Today I'm gonna try and finish these 2 jellyfish and potentially the giant willow. The giant willow is almost finished, like the main pieces. I'm just sewing everything on now, but I don't think I really have any time for any details, so I don't know. That one might just stay home. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna head out and I'll check in with you all later. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday officially, which means we are leaving in a couple hours, 2 hours to be precise. And I have a lot of things that I need to do this morning before we head out. First things first, I want to show you my jellyfish. I have one guy left. I just need to make the cap part, crochet it together, add stuffing, and then these guys need their eyes. I'm going to make the tags for all of them though and have them with me or attach them even. I think I might finish these guys on the road. We'll see though, because I still have a lot of things that we need to do. We have not packed the car yet. We still have a bunch of stuff here. I have a few little things I want to tag, such as this dragon. I don't think I ever showed you guys. Made this a while ago. My mom decorated it with beads. So cute. So this guy's coming with me. Those are all glass/crystal beads. So they're really nice. And then of course I have these other plushies here that I'm going to sell. And the jellyfish I need to finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and tag these real quick. And then I think we might end up loading the vehicle because we need to see how much stuff we can't fit in the car because we have a lot of stuff. So I'll bring you along with me. So we'll just see what happens. Bye. Hi. Alrighty, I've officially put everything into square. As you can see, I have a long list over here, but it's all ready to go. Mostly everything is in separate categories, but I did end up using variations. But I figure I should give you my final total. Make sure I have both extra large dragons on here because I essentially finished that one, which I will show you later. And 1 flower. Stop it. So now that is updated. So now my total is $20,953. It would be nice to hit 21,000 officially, but that is okay with me. This should hopefully, I definitely have plenty of inventory. It's just a matter of if customers will show up, but I'm sure they will. If the trend continues, I'm really hoping that this year is at least equal to last year. I still have a goal of hitting 10K in sales, which was my goal last year. I did go over that last year. I'm hoping this year is the same, but we'll see. I do technically have less inventory than last year, but I feel like most of it is high quality. Most of it is stuff that sells. And I totally forgot to add my hats, and I forgot to add my clearance items. So I'm definitely well over 21,000. I just realized that. I need to get some final things packed, get things moving. Here's Buddy being cute after he tried to destroy everything in this room, but you know, we can forgive him. All right, let's go get this stuff ready to go. Y'all know I'm a little nervous, I'm a little excited, I'm a little anxious, but we are going to get through this because we've done it before. I'm gonna check in with you all in a little bit. Attempt to, like I mentioned earlier, actually vlog this, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, I'll check in with you eventually. I'm getting distracted here, but I figured I should show you what this looks like on my phone because that is how I will be taking payments at all. So I have my little categories here, which I gotta see if there's a way to delete some of this stuff because really all I need are the items. So I go into the item category and let's say somebody buys an axolotl, I just click it. Now if there's multiple prices, it'll take me in and I can pick one and add that in and I review the sale. And then after that I click charge and you'll have the choice between using cash to pay for it. You can pick cash or you can pick the card. So if somebody pays with cash, it's still keeping track of it all. Like I said, a proper POS system, proper point of sale system. It makes life so much easier. Just want to show that off real quick and show off my inventory on my phone. And it's pretty much all there. Now in the heat of things I will be using the search bar because scrolling through there and trying to find everything is going to be a lot, but I will be using the search bar. I just wanted to show you that real quick. And I guess here's another glance of Buddy because he can't help it. You're insane. Thankfully his nails are not sharp right now because I'd be shredded. Everything is officially gone. Except for Buddy, of course, because he can't possibly leave when the sun is shining. In fact, I think I'll open the door for him. Or the blinds. Wow! I am feeling pretty good. We got everything into my car and we don't have to make 2 trips. Yay! Everything is packed up and ready to go except for, of course, my projects that I will be bringing with me. Main projects I'm going to do are these jellyfish. I'm going to finish them pretty quickly here. Like I said, I just have the 1 cap left to make and then I need to embroider their eyes and they'll be ready. So I'm going to pack these guys up and bring them with me. And then I also have another project packed in the other room. Let me take you there. Alrighty, I have in the other room now. I'm gonna be making a red willow with orange details because I need a willow, classic willow in my life. So I'm gonna be working on this. First I'll finish the jellyfish and then I'll work on this. Scratch that. I'm gonna work on the jellyfish and the other giant willow. I need to finish that. My battery is dying, so I guess that's my cue to leave. I will check in with y'all in a little bit, show you my giant willow, etc. later. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. Thursday, officially. Here's all the inventory. We have shelves filled. So I already sold the pink willow, so pretend like she's up here. And I sold a couple of other items too. Here's the progress on my dragon. I don't know if any of this audio will be good, but we'll see. And here's what we're looking like so far. Sold some jellyfish, 1 turtle, which is could be better. Several minis have sold. Just the pink dragon sold so far. And nothing really big has sold yet. But I expect Saturday to be the best day, so we'll figure it out. If you couldn't tell, the green one just sold. So excited! Update, I have no idea where we're at, but here's the booth. So far, so good. My only real complaint is that it's super hot. But the wind is finally coming in and it's supposed to be a thunderstorm, so that'll be fun. Can you hear the chaos? It is a little past 8 and we have officially cleared down. We are leaving a little bit early. There's still some traffic, but we need our beauty sleep, guys. It's been a long 12+ hours, so we're going to tear down, get out of here. We are back at the hotel and we're about to hit the sack, but I wanted to update you all real quick and tell you how the day went and excuse all the background noise. First things first, this is the dragon I worked on today and I just finished the body. That's it. But today went pretty well. It went better than last year actually. Not by a lot, but a little, so that was good. Most popular items happen to be the minis, of course. And I actually sold quite a few dragons. I don't think I mentioned it, but I also sold the giant cherry dragon. Super exciting. And also I wish I made more. I'm gonna get you all totals and everything when I get back this weekend / beginning of next week. So that is my very minor update. And I'll check in with you all tomorrow when we go set up again. It is officially day 2, Friday. It's supposed to be busier today. Now it's time to get our booth settled again, so let's do this. Shelves are up, doing their thing. Here's the booth for day 2. Technically day 3 if we count setup on day 1, but you know, inventory wasn't out then. We have rearranged some things. The dragons are over here. Paired them up. Got our unicorns separated a little bit so it's easier to grab them, hopefully. And we also have a couple gaps, which are on purpose. Appa, chickens, possums of course. And then here's the other side. It's looking pretty good. For the most part, we're super full though. We still have a ton of inventory under the table. Behind the scenes. There you go. But I will update you all shortly. I'm also remaking the mini sign, so I'll put that back, but it is minor update time. I am working on this dragon here and I finished one leg, both wings. I also finished the ears and the horns wherever they ended up. There we go. These ones, I think they're pretty cool. I forgot to bring a third color, so we're just going full red and orange on this one, but the eyes match, so it's perfect. And I sold a couple jellyfish already, so that's nice. These big guys right here. We're kind of in a slow period right now, and hopefully y'all can hear me, but not a lot has gone so far, and I'm hoping it'll pick up. It should pick up this afternoon for sure. And the second I start recording, people are going to come over here, which might be a good thing. But here's a look at the booth. Sea turtles are way more popular this year, apparently. Little Will is getting some attention finally. Didn't sell it all yesterday. I have 9 left out of 12, so I guess I only sold 3. I still have these willows, dragons, and everything, but we kind of moved some stuff around. Here's the state of the minis bin. These are all I have left, so I guess we have 1 bin tomorrow. No bees, except for the small one. Yeah, anyways, I hope you can hear me over this noise. It's loud in here, but there's not a lot of people here in the booth. Which is part of the problem with today. Has not been a great day for sales, but I'm hoping tomorrow will be better. I was going to get a clip earlier, but we already started packing up, so here we go. We're wrapping up and going home. It's a little bit early compared to the 10 o'clock cutoff, but later than yesterday. And we did not sell out on our stuff. The rack is just unloaded already. It's officially Saturday, day 3. which is the busiest day. We have to raise our canopy again, but we didn't get to bed till 11 o'clock last night, so we're running on not very many hours of sleep, and we're all super tired, but we're gonna get through this because today is hopefully gonna be the best day. So let's get set up. Okay, this is really hard. Yeah? That one. Here are all the unicorns, all the cows. They're not all gonna be out. We're getting there. Hopefully I can get a video because there's lots of people, but, well, not lots, but occasionally. Here's everything going on. These are the last 2 willows. How exciting. $12 bin. I had $12 to that sign. I think it will make it sell better, hopefully. Got fidget mushrooms in a bin this time. $15 still, and the minis have been demoted to 1 basket officially. Still have both appas, quite a few elephants. We did sell 1 yesterday, which is exciting. Those elephants are always hard to sell. All the cows except for a Highland cow, which sold. I've sold 1 other cow as well. It was the pink and purple one, which was my personal favorite. If y'all remember, I told my sister I'd keep it if it didn't sell, and of course it's the first one to sell. But here's the snuggler rack with the blankets. And we are pretty much out of jellyfish. Happy to report jellyfish are super popular. I even got my older ones out, which I was actually gonna clearance these out because they're not the best quality in the world, but we'll see if anyone wants them. I decided to put some snugglers out on the table today, and we're gonna see how that goes as well. I really just want everything out as much as possible and see if anyone wants it. But yeah, that's everything. Sold quite a few of the little ones, not so much of the big ones though. I think $50 potentially scares people, I'm not sure. So we'll see how it happens today. I think it's gonna be busy, like it should be, but we'll see. And I will update you all when I have some free time. Actually, I'm gonna show you my dragon real quick, and then I'll update you later. I'm nearly finished with that. I'm hoping to finish that this morning, so I have a whole nother willow to sew up with these guys. Anyways, I'll check in with you all in a little bit. Just have to sew it together. And then finish the red dragon. Look at it. What did you name the red dragon? Cheeto. A hot Cheeto dragon. That's gonna go on the tag. Here's a good look out of it before, hopefully it sells today. Hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and update you. We'll see if we're interrupted. It's 12:30-ish. Yeah, we've had a couple waves, but nothing crazy. And I did sell a snuggler. Exciting news. It was the orange Highland cow. So cute. It is super loud in here. Here's a quick glance at everything. Well, my booth is empty because nobody's here. I sold a lot of little wills. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to hear my voice. Yeah, I might have to. And then some of the times there's copyright music playing and I didn't even realize it. So I'm hoping that the clips are too short. It's not an issue. Yeah. I was really hoping that we'd be empty, but yeah, hopefully we get a big rush.
Maybe the fun of it.
Yeah. Also, bees aren't very popular this year, but the turtles are. I've sold quite a few turtles actually. So I'm hoping the pink one will go. The big beige one sold finally, 2 years. Finally went to a good home, but let's see about everything else. And I did sell Appa, the smaller one. Alright, it is officially final update time. We might sell a couple more things, but for the most part, we're probably finished. Here's what this shelf looks like. Not everything sold. The red dragon didn't sell, which I'm shocked by, but you know. I got the minis bin, essentially empty. Appas are still here. Cows really didn't sell. I only sold one giant one. And I didn't sell any giant unicorns. So sad. And the steppers. I guess we just figured out what is popular and what isn't so much. The bees are not that popular. Nah, I did bring 7. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. We brought a whole ton of bees though, so you know, there's that. But all the possums are gone. I think they were gone like halfway through today, so next time I need to make at least 60. I know. I made 50, but yeah, anyways. We're tearing down officially now. I'm in the stairwell going back to our car. We are officially finished. It's the next morning. I'm filming on my phone. It's probably horrible, but we are dead tired and very excited to actually be home. I'm grateful that we got a hotel for tonight though, or last night, because driving home last night would have been so not fun. I forgot the car keys. So now I'm going back upstairs for the car keys. I got my dad's jacket, which is why I left. Also, somebody got waffles and they smell so good. We are officially home. Yay! We've actually been home for a little while now, but I'm gonna show you this awesome cutting board I bought for myself. It is olive wood. It is so smooth, so beautiful. Look at, it's like got the perfect curve in it. It's perfect. And I got this as an early birthday present to myself because my birthday is in a week or so. And you know, I needed a nice, beautiful birthday present. I'm just now getting settled for the most part. As you can see, it is chaos here. I am going to update you all when everything is back up in my spare room, and I'm going to, I think, lay everything out so y'all can see it. So I will update you possibly tomorrow. We'll just see what happens. Today I'm gonna be busy because I'm cleaning today, nesting a little bit. You know how it is. Everything is officially loaded back up into the spare room. I have this much and this bag here, which has a shelf in it. Technically, I have a lot less than 8 bins full. They're all kind of half to mostly full. And we're gonna get this situated together before I end this video. We're also gonna talk about some things, a few stories, a couple recaps, all that stuff. And I just wanted to show you the baskets all together, or the bags, all up here again. And I also am going to immediately start this market vlog series back over, and I will tell you that exciting news. I'll hint at it later, but I'll tell you for sure what's gonna happen in a few weeks here, because I do need to catch up on some videos. I have some really exciting news that I want to share with you in a little bit. I'm gonna be doing something way more productive than just standing here talking with you all, and more interesting of course, but I will update you shortly. Lucy hasn't been in here in several days, so she's being insane. But here's a look at everything left over from my festival. So I barely take up this chair and the bed. Remember, I had a bunch of stuff on the ground here as well. I think I'll do like a before and after shot, put that on the screen. Yeah, I sold quite a few items and I'm left with quite a few things. I'm gonna go through really quickly and let you all know what was successful and what wasn't. So my $25 items, these guys right here, these guys are pretty successful. The unicorns and the cows could have sold better, but I had quite a few with me and most of them are gone. So for example, the cows, I had 5 black and white ones, 5 cream and brown ones. I also had pink ones. And in total, that was 12, 13, 14, 15 total sales for the cows out of however many I had, 20, 22, something like that. And then the unicorns did, I think a little bit better than that. The biggest problem is that the purple ones didn't sell. I don't think purple was a color this year that people wanted because, as you can see, I have 5 purple axolotls left. I have 3 purple turtles left. All my purple cows are still here, and a lot of the purple unicorns are still here. So purple wasn't the most popular. I also did not sell very many of the peach. I didn't sell any of the peach and plum axolotls, and I only sold 1 of the green ones, which is kind of strange. I thought I saw a lot of kids and people holding these, but when you have so many sales and so many people interactions, you forget what's going on. But the blue ones sold pretty much out. This is the last guy left, and the pink ones are gone. I made 10 of those guys in 2 different colors. Maybe stick with the classic colors, pink and then maybe some blue. Yellow and orange were popular. I mean, I sold 3 of them, so I'll be remaking those for sure, but definitely not remaking any purple or the peach ones. Sea turtles did really well. I brought 40 of them and I have 9 of them left, so I sold 31. That is a great number, and I honestly think that these guys could have sold out if the festival drew in the same amount of people last time, because this time it was not nearly as full. There were a couple things that happened that were completely out of my control, and I think it reduced how many people wanted to be here, how many people wanted to spend money. First of all, they put this festival on tax week, which is, I think, a dangerous game. I would have put it the week after, because the week after is spring break and they put it a week early. So those are a couple things that just, I think, affected turnout this year. Moving on, I have all the cow plushies except for 1, and it was my favorite one. I told my sister if it didn't sell, I was gonna keep it, and of course it's the one and only cow that sold this year. Bats were surprisingly popular. Didn't sell any the first day, sold pretty much all of them on Friday, the second day. So I only have 1 big purple bat left. These guys are my newer pattern, my floppy. These guys are my favorite, but for some reason the $50 price tag scares some people off, scares a lot of people off. Even though I sold a lot of $90 dragons, you can hear that bag crinkling, it's Lucy. I sold a whole lot of willows at $90, but the $50 is just too much. So I think next year I'm going to adjust a little bit and go to 45, and I'm not losing too much by doing that, and maybe that number will attract more people to make the purchase, but we'll see about that. I did sell 1 of these guys. It was the pink one, classic pink one, so that's the only one I'll be remaking, and I'll probably list a couple of these in my online store once I get everything settled. I'm hoping to have a bunch of stuff up by May, but we'll see. I'll keep you all in the loop. Exciting news, I did sell 1 teddy bear, the purple one. Last year I didn't sell a single teddy bear. This year I did, so that was good. I sold 1 elephant, which is my most recent one I made. It was yellow. So I think these guys, they're pretty old at this point, and when you touch them and then touch other ones, you can kind of feel the quality difference. They're not stuffed as much, the stitches aren't as tight. So I probably will just end up remaking a couple of these. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the rest, maybe clearance them out or something, I don't know. They just don't sell, and I know that if I remake them, tighter stitches, better stuffing, better eyes even, that they'll sell better. I also still have all my raccoons, my big giant raccoon, the blonde one, and the red panda. I still have all my bees except for the smaller handheld one that I sold. The kitties were super popular though, wherever the kitty ended up. Here she is. This is my last kitty. I had 4 total, black, orange, Siamese, and the gray one. Those guys all sold. The orange one sold in that style, so I will be making some more of those. Also, all the sitting kitties, all the sitting puppies, those smaller patterns, I charged more for them this year, so 25 instead of 22. They all sold, so I'll be making even more of those next year. Sold a lot of sea turtles this year, which I'm really excited about because I had a lot extra. I only have 5 big ones left and the big pink one left. I actually sold the big beige one. Yay, it's out of my hands finally. Sold almost all the sharks, that's the last guy left, and I sold quite a lot of jellyfish. All the handheld jellyfish sold, the smaller ones, $25 gone. So I'll be making way more than that next year. I think we're gone pretty much by day 3. We started day 3 with I think 2 left or 3 left. I'll be making more of these guys and more of the smaller ones as well because those guys are super super popular for all ages. I made sure to embroider their eyes so they were super safe. Didn't sell a single daisy again, so daisy's not that popular, I guess. Willow is. I sold quite a few willows, like I said, but daisy, she has to go online and I might not remake her. I know part of it has to do with the colors. I mean, I got golden plum, I got pink and red together. If you're gonna impulse buy something that expensive, I think you'll go for the willow, which is a little bit more money and way cooler looking with better color combos. So I just think I messed up with these color combos. Also didn't sell a single giant unicorn, so some of those guys will be listed online as well. Not all of them, because I do want to carry them over to next year. I have tons of plans for next year to hopefully sell better, and there's also going to be some other things going on, which I will let you all know about all of that when I start the next series over, which is going to be pretty shortly here. There's a lot of interesting and important things for this next year. I know I was toying with the idea of not going, but after going, I feel very reinvigorated and excited to go back next year. So that is what I will be doing. But my final note, I keep getting distracted here. Snugglers were not very popular. I sold the Highland cow, so the orange one of these, or the brown one of those. I sold the giant cow. That's what I was gonna say. I sold the giant cows, so the gray one that I made was the last one I made before I left. So, you know, there's that. But snugglers just aren't that popular. In my area, I think is the biggest issue because a lot of people don't really seem to get why the body isn't stuffed. And I kind of explain it as they're meant to be easier to hold when you're young, so you can hook it over your arm and hold it like that. And obviously they're not as heavy, but a lot of people are shopping for themselves along with their kids if they have kids. I also sold quite a lot of these smaller items, and I don't have an official count, so I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and update my spreadsheet and we can do a little comparison. But also here are my minis. These are all that are left. So that is everything I have left over. My best sellers versus not. I need to get some really good photos and some random videos for the update, or I don't know. Y'all, I've been talking for 10 minutes straight. Okay, my brain isn't working anymore. I am going to go. I want to tell you some random stories, but I also want to be sitting down and crocheting while I do that. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll wrap up the video and we'll be finished with this recap. I'll get you some numbers and stuff. I just went ahead and counted all of my remaining inventory. I would have loved to know if some things were stolen or not, but it's actually really hard to go through all of the sales and confirm everything, especially because a couple of the items I did split payments on, and when I do a split payment, it's just a custom amount. I didn't keep the inventory updated when I did that. I did on the first day and then I just forgot day 2 and day 3. I'm sure you all can imagine how tired I was. We're there from 8 in the morning all the way until 9:30 at night. So it is a very, very long day. I ended up bringing home about 329 items, give or take. I did put out some clearance items that I can't remember everything that I put out or how many of each, but I have 329, 330-ish items remaining, and I ended up bringing 900 total. So I ended up selling 571 items, plushies that is. That I think is a really great number. I am not going to tell you the exact total I made, but you all know I always have a goal to hit 10K, and I did go over that goal. I did not make as much as last year for things that I just had no control over. So I'm somewhere in the middle there. I, like I said, have that 10K goal, and if I can get over that, then I'm happy. And I did expect this year to be better because I did bring better inventory, but like I mentioned earlier, there were those factors of spring break, tax week, it was super hot, and then it was super thunderstormy Saturday afternoon, and I just think a lot of people didn't come Saturday. A lot of people came Thursday. A lot of people who wanted to see my stuff again, they came Thursday and they told me that, but then Friday and Saturday it just kept kind of getting worse and worse. Unfortunately, Saturday was my worst day versus last year it was my best day. But next year is the 50th anniversary of this festival, and I am really, really hoping they go all out, they go crazy, because I'm hoping to go all out, and I will tell you that in the next video what I plan on doing, and I'm very excited for it. So hopefully it all works out, and hopefully I end up doing even better than this year and even doing better than the year before that. I'm really hoping. But a couple of random stories for you before you go. I had my first plushie officially ruined. A little boy threw one of my $25 sea turtles on the floor and rubbed it into the ground essentially, and the whole bottom of it was dirty and destroyed. So that was the first plushie I've ever had that has officially not been able to be sold. I have had plushies get minorly dirty, like really minor, but never anything like that. And it was very frustrating because I assume his mom, she saw it and she apologized, but there was no effort on her part to make it better. And I wasn't about to argue with her or fight for it because I just wanted them to leave. I'm talking to so many people every single day that I pick my battles, and that was not worth it. Let's see what else happened. I sold both giant willow dragons day one, which was really nice. I kind of felt a little bit bad too because not only did they sell on day one, but I had people come up afterward asking about them, like they really wanted to see them, and I'm like, they're gone. So obviously next year I need to make 3 or 4 or maybe more of those guys because they went way too fast. I think dragons were really popular this year for me, specifically the large willow dragons and then obviously the giant dragons. And I'm hoping if I make a bunch more of those that they'll still be popular next year as well. I'm hoping. We did pretty well in terms of regular willows. I came back with 2, one that I made during the event and one that didn't sell, unfortunately. And so I had a total of 6 of those sell, which is a great number because none of the other extra large plushies sold as well. I mean, I know that they're a high price point. It's hard for people to justify them, and they really need to be an impulse buy if they're gonna get it. So I had a lot of amazing interactions with a lot of customers and a lot of people. Everyone, for the most part, was super sweet. I mean, obviously we have a few people and a few groups of people that drive me crazy. That is the risk you take going out there, and especially going to such a large event. You can't control what people are gonna do to your stuff, and you just have to kind of accept that. Some bad things will probably happen, and if I focus on the good and the positive, that outweighs it by so much. I mean, there's just really no comparison between the negative stuff, positive stuff. I also met a fan. I don't know if I said that. That was super cool. Thank you for watching my videos. I assume you're watching this one too. I didn't expect to really meet anyone. Sure, I have a larger following on here. I'm sorry if you can hear the geese. They're going crazy. The geese are broody, so they're sitting on a couple eggs. It's that time of year. Anyways, that's a total subject change. Thank you so much for watching my videos, the fan that I met. I wish I got your name, but in the moment I was just kind of embarrassed because I feel like a total nerd sometimes just talking to a camera and talking about crochet all the time, but that was really cool. I also sold a little appa to this girl. She was so nice. She said that it was the best appa she'd ever seen, and it's one of those things where I'm just so flattered. I just thank you for that compliment. I put so much time and effort and hours into those that it feels really nice when people walk up and they're really impressed. I actually had a lot more people this time ask me, like, genuinely, are these handmade? And I'm like, yes, crochet can't be machine made. I didn't say that, but I probably should. A lot of people touched my stuff and they just felt the quality. I mean, there's only a few things left over from year one where the quality of my plushies aren't that great. I mean, they're still safe and everything, but they're not stuffed enough or their stitches are too loose. It's very nice. I had this other lady who was super nice. We bartered multiple times. I got ice cream and she got plushies, but she was talking about the improvement between year 1, year 2, and year 3. And I'm just happy that people can see that I'm improving, and that's really my goal with this whole thing, is to just be the best that I can be. I don't want to be stagnant and I don't want to be in the middle. Plus, with crocheting so many hours, I feel like if you don't improve, then that's a me problem. But it's obviously working. That if the regular customer who doesn't crochet can feel the quality difference, then that is super nice. I think that is everything. I probably have more stories, but I think the end of this video has probably gone on long enough. It's gonna be really long. Thank you all so much for your support online and in person. If you showed up and supported me, thank you. And if you're just leaving comments here on YouTube, you are the best. Thank you for being so kind and so supportive. That is everything I have for you. thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. If you did, let's do, what kind of emoji is good for this? Like a party hat, you know, the party hat emoji? That one is perfect, the celebrating emoji. Stay tuned for my next video. It's going to be an important announcement. I'm changing some things in my business to simplify things because I have been feeling entirely overwhelmed. So stay tuned for that video. I'm going to talk with you all about a lot of things and a lot of things that I'll be changing. They're all good things, at least in my opinion, because I feel like I'm gonna feel better about the whole thing. We've been going through a lot personally and in my crochet business that I just want to simplify where I can as much as I can, because I just can't keep doing this anymore. But we will figure that out together in the next video. And then there will also be the new market prep video coming very shortly, because your girl wants to do some crazy stuff for the next festival. That's the word. And I have a lot of things that I want to do, so we'll talk about that then as well. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here. You all are the best. I appreciate you all so much, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Remember, important announcement, so make sure to check that out if you can, and I will see you then. Bye!